antagonistic.
Is the message still playing?
We've cut off at the source, but still rippling.
That's what it's a frustrating thing when you take care of the source, but it still keeps going on. You're like, ah.
Yeah.
But will it fade out?
It doesn't look like it, so we're trying to figure out a way to stop it. If anything, it's gaining more intensity.
Okay. I think the person that really needs to work out at it and look at it is someone who's more technology minded.
It's more of a frequency thing than a technology thing.
But it was put out by a technology thing.
Right now it's just like sound waves rippling out. The technology has been dealt with.
But could technology be used to counteract it?
No. Like, we got it under control, but we're just trying to figure it out.
Everybody's tense. Is it affecting the angels and archangels also?
A little bit, yeah.
So everybody's just...
Because we're trying to work on it, and then when we work on it, we get affected by it.
So everybody gets cranky.
Yes.
Okay. I think God needs to do this.
Okay.
I think God needs to do it by working with a frequency. And he
like
can...
a counteracting frequency, send in the opposite direction to cancel it out.
I would say not the opposite direction, coming from the side.
Coming from the side?
Coming from the sides. If you hit it head on, it will cause a reverberation.
Oh, okay.
But if you come from the sides of the way, it sort of... from the sides, I guess is the best way.
Okay.
But let God do that.
We'll pass that information all on.
Yes, that's exactly what has to be done. Okay, wait a second. Hold on just a minute. I'm getting that. I am not coming to this from the technology aspect. You're not coming to this from solving the problem aspect. You're coming to it from a weaver aspect. You can see where the path of where it's been and where it's going and how it acts and interacts. You know the temperament of the one and the temperament of the ones who created it and how they act and react and how they get others to act and react. By knowing their temperament and their intention, you can understand how they would see it and how they would expect others to react to it. So they would expect the archangels and the angels to be working on it from the exact paths that they already do act on it, because they know the angels and the archangels, therefore they know what steps they would take. They also know that the idea of coming up against it is a most likely way to handle it, and that would cause more reverberation, and that would be in line with what they want. It would cause reverberations and more chaotic spreading of it. That would be more. Yes, that would be more difficult to clean up, and it would also cause there would be a line that would hit very hard, very strong. But if you come at it from the side, as a slowly modulating frequency,
like a butterfly net.
If it comes to it, I'm seeing the picture of it, and I'm sure that God is seeing on this also.
Oh, yes.
But if it comes to it, and it doesn't come in hard and strong, it comes in and slowly from the sides, along the whole length of its existence, from the sides, and softly adjusting it ever so slightly, it will just quiet it. That would be a good term for it.
Okay.
Quieting it.
Yes.
So that it just goes, and I see that as it comes from the side, I don't know if you can see this as I'm trying to express it. From the point of origin, it will start there, and it will slowly be like, think of two fans on either side. Imagine, if you can, there's two fans that can grow in size, the fan shapes. So at the point where the message came out, the fans can just like touch at one end, and then they can slowly come in towards each other, overlapping and interweaving with each other, but in a very soft and quiet way. And as they do, they're slowly folding in over the frequency and quieting it, and I guess it's not dampening. It gets lost, smoothing, and just like a fan type shape coming in and taking it out from the sides, not head on. And but God needs to do this, and it needs to be a God thing, because they also understand that everybody will try to do it first, and most likely cause more problems and amplify it even farther before God comes in, and by that time it's created a lot of havoc.
Yes.
Because they know that we're still trying to learn to, when we start to get tired and overwhelmed, when to say, okay, let's give it to God now. Yeah. And this is one of those things where let's give it to God now. And then you will not be as tired and worked up, because you're also experiencing, especially working, oh yes, that's another thing. As you are working, and everyone is working to try to deal with this, you are also being affected with it, and becoming more agitated and grumpy towards each other and the situation, which makes you less likely to get along with each other, and sort of brings everything to a halt.
Yes.
So just pull back, let God take care of this. Understanding what it is will help some. Try to find something that is calming and real. If Penelope can help to come up with something that is going to be very soothing, that there can be an overlaying that God can bring over everything, because as this God energy and divinity is moving through, something that can be brought into divinity that accentuates calmness, so that everyone is not getting as agitated.
Something like marshmallow cotton fluff.
She can work along with God and come up with something that just sort of calms everybody down just a little bit while this is going on. All right. So I'm sorry that you guys are also suffering through this and being affected by it. It might, it will also trigger some of your PTSDs.
Yes.
That is why it's going to be very important for Penelope to help work on this calming type of okay, I know this is going to sound so funny, but Penelope will really, really like it. In fact, you all might find it a little fun, but Penelope will really love it. You could access the memories. In the movie Wizard of Oz, the Wicked Witch put a spell on poppies that caused everybody to fall asleep, so they couldn't get to the place they wanted to go, to Emerald City. And they called out for help. And the good witch, Glenda, had a beautiful idea as to how to break the spell. And she sat in her big fluffy pink dress with her huge sparkly crown. And she slowly sent snow to softly fall over it, and that undid it. If she can find something that's soft, gentle, and just slowly softens everybody and everything, makes it feel a little sweeter, a little calmer, a little more peaceful, then everybody, PTSD won't be triggered, and they're just a lot more relaxed, and the problem can be handled. I have also, as the expression, had a lot of experience with agitated people with PTSD.
Yes.
And something aggravating it. And so these patterns will be helpful so that it doesn't get amplified and create new problems.
Yes.
Is Penelope okay with this idea? Let me see. I will try to see if I can check with her.
Okay, because we're having cranky issues.
I had them each go into a separate area so they were not near each other.
Yes.
Because that is necessary. You need to have that bubble to limit your agitations.
Yes.
And find something that is your peaceful thing. And focus on it. Because when you're at this kind of agitation and you try to just relax, the agitation just seems to get bigger. I know that sounds strange.
Yes.
You have to find something to focus on. So something along those lines for you will be beneficial. Everyone needs to find their thing to focus on. Not doing a lot of working together.
Yes. Yes.
Sort of give each other space, and as soon as you feel grumpy, move off and let everybody know ahead of time. Listen, they turned on the grumpy gas.
Yeah.
And we're all going to be agitated, and we all have PTSD, and we're all been tired and working, and that's
You
just
need a break.
You just need a break. And this see here I would give a Nicetol to help bring things down a notch.
Mm-hmm.
So something that does that type of thing, just bring things down a notch or two. And then if somebody particularly needs more, they can get more. And if somebody's okay, that's fine. Just until God can get this sorted out. But there's one more. There's one good thing is that this is one less group that was causing problems.
Yes.
That aren't. This is coming to an end.
Yes.
It's coming to an end. Even though they may have thought this message is not stronger than godlike.
Exactly. What?
I seem to think there's someone of the divine that is a quieter one that knows exactly what needs to be done and how it needs to be done.
Great Father?
No, it's not the Great Father, the Great Mother, or Light. It's not one that we have talked about before.
Okay.
But they sort of know. They just need to be encouraged to...
If God finds them, will probably be best.
Yes. You don't have to find him. God is working along with me to the infinity point, and He knows exactly who God knows exactly who I'm connecting with or connecting. They just need a little bit of encouragement to. They're not. You know how I'm sort of loud and over the top.
They're the yin to your yang.
They're very, very. They're perfectly happy sitting in their little corner doing their little thing. They don't need to have lots of people interacting with them. They don't have. It's not that they don't mind people being around, but they're just not a loud, brash, in your face type.
Yeah.
And they see things very clearly, and they just sort of relax, and they sort of know what to do.
Mm-hmm.
They know what everybody's needing right now and what to do. So I'm going to pull back from coming up with ideas because I'm a loud and brash one. And they know what to do, and let God and... I keep thinking, yeah, okay, God can, they can work that out. I'm just going to let them do it. and they'll come up with it, and it'll be better for you guys too. It'll be better because sometimes when something's affecting us, it's not really affecting you that much.
Yeah.
How is it affecting the guide realm?
Not as bad.
Okay, good.
They're still shielded.
That is good. Any place that this hasn't reached to yet can be shielded.
Yes.
Try to get as much rest as you can, and if your rest feels unsettled, just talk to God or whoever they're directing everyone to get this as much healing stuff so that you can find your calm, quiet place.